So, long story short, we were supposed to take training wheels and the Supra to Doorslammers. Doorslammers is an event, we do it once a year. It's one of the biggest, baddest events at Pod. Unfortunately, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it, we broke 3 gearboxes in 10 days.
What? What the?
Doorslammers. So, as you guys know, Doorslammers, or you might not know, Doorslammers is literally this weekend. So we've got to get prepped for it. Now, we are bringing the Supra, this one here, big up A90 Jerry, or Harvey, and Chris's 240. Problem is, they're a bit dirty. So step one, let's get washing.
But yeah, Hov's obviously here to pick up the Supra. She's ready to go. We got set up camp as well, so I suppose next thing you'll see was either Hav unloading and us setting up the tents. So, long story short, we were supposed to take training wheels and the Supra to Doorslammers. Doorslammers is an event, we do it once a year. It's one of the biggest, baddest events at Pod. And it's for drag races. You're not there for time trials, you're there to heads up race against the guy next to you. You've got to qualify, you've got to get through scrutineering, and then time to nut up or shut up. Whoever you line up against, first one to the stripe wins. You leave on green, no waiting for your boost to build or no bullshit. So the idea was to take training wheels. Unfortunately, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it, we broke 3 gearboxes in 10 days. I don't know what the hell's going on. These were not stock boxes, these were stage 2 boxes. So one built by us, another one built by a good friend of ours. I don't know what's going on with training wheels. The car's being full of shit. So literally we at number 99, we pulled the plug on training wheels and we decided to take Old Faithful.
Yeah.
Pulled out of retirement.
Straight out of retirement. You haven't driven this car in what, a month, 2 months?
More. I've driven it twice since we got back from Malta.
Malta was in October.
Okay, so Tom's just literally getting rid of all the old fluid and stuff out of the car. You can still see how dusty it is. Like,
I mean, yeah.
I can't even remember if JLo has flex fuel or how much ethanol to put in. I'm going to have to go look at all those logs and stuff again. The fuel that in it, it's like 2-3 months old, so I don't know. Let's see. But if JLo can do, I don't even want to put a number on it. We just need to do 9s. So I'll be happy with what?
10-2.
10-2. I'm
10-2.
burning you and
Was it
10-1.
in Malta?
9-8.
In Malta.
9-8 in Malta, 9-8 at OG Battles, and she does best on the street 9-7.
So we're looking for that then, really.
So basically, I did enter the True Street class. The Supra, we entered into the 6-cylinder class, which is our favorite class, but training wheels and this car, they're just not capable of being in the 6-cylinder class. You need to run 8s or better in that class. True Street, not that it's any slower, that class, so it's a fast class, but it is more oriented, it's more focused around street cars. I mean, I'm going with the license plates on, we're going with treaded tires.
JLo is a street car, yeah.
JLo is a street car.
Seats.
The interior is going back in.
Yeah.
So we'll go full interior, we'll race the car as a street car, and see what happens, see what she gives us. I mean, I don't know, maybe she goes faster than 9.7, how sick would that be?
That would be pretty cool.
Supra, on the other hand, we finally finished it, it's got everything. Everything's working, we've test fired it, we've done anti-lag, we tested the car was 100%. Harvey showed up to collect the car decided to have a hissy fit. We do not know the intake cam position on Harvey's car, on the Supra. it doesn't register. Like, we've tried everything. We've thrown parts at it, we've thrown time at it. And then Harvey eventually said, look, let me just drive the car on the street, let's see what happens. So Harvey went for a quick rip. I don't know if any of you's got that on video.
No, we've got the burnout on video.
You got the burnout?
Yeah.
Okay, so he did a little burnout. Boys phoned me while I was looking for JLo in the lost caves of England. And they said, look, the car has a burnout and it went down the street. What should we do? So I said, put the Supra on the truck. I'm bringing JLo. Let's half-arse it to pod, and hopefully a miracle happens and we get these two cars to do the times we want them to do. JLo somewhere mid-9s and Harvey mid-8s. I think that'll be happy. I don't care where we end up on the list of things, but it's a good weekend away. We get to sit with our mates, have a couple of drinks, talk some shit, make new friends, learn new things, and we get to race and watch some good racing. So that's what Doorslammers is all about. Hope you enjoy the video, and I hope it works out for us. Peace out.
We need to fix.
Ah! Oh, so we don't have a catch can.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember now why.
I don't.
That was like the one time JLo come into work and we robbed parts off of her, and then you drove her home. And she
I
hasn't
never
been
drove
back
home, so
since.
that's the one time I drove the car this year.
Yeah.
Was to rob parts off of it.
Yeah.
What parts are you on?
We've lost our catch can, bro.
JLo don't need it. She don't breathe.
I did the catch can. I moved the catch can to training wheels because I was driving training wheels so much.
G. Look. Blanket.
Can't blanket, man.
Blanket.
It needs to breathe.
Yeah, blanket and put a VT on it.
I've got 2 meters worth of like AN12.
Okay, make us a hose and we'll. I don't know. We'll just tuck it in somewhere.
Who's got 2 litre bottle?
We got a cowboy that's hee-haw.
You got 2 litre bottle?
No?
No.
What's happening?
I don't have a catch can, bro. Put the catch can on.
Marky's got one for sale.
180 quid.
I see
Luke.
130.
130.
Drops every week.
I
Nuke
say it's a
performance.
burger and chips and a coke.
I heard it's free to Osprey.
also,
Locking him and taking it.
I think Mark.
We'll race him for it.
A foot race.
I heard if he wants to camp with us, that's an entry fee.
So
For Osprey camp.
I think if Marky shows up and camps with us,
Yeah.
that
Free
means
catch
he
can.
accepts
Yeah.
the catch can fee. Okay,
100%.
let's see if Marky shows up.
Fun. So yeah, big up Barrel. Broke his back twice, fitting 3 different gearboxes. We're not even taking the car. What?
Don't tell him. Let him find out on social media.
Well, you can tell him now. This video ain't going to come out.
Sorry about
My bad, Barrel.
Sorry, bro.
If you didn't do such a
What
crappy
do, you,
job,
what do you think of Barrel?
I love him.
why you made that face? why did he tweet?
When you're back, we've got another gearbox for you to refit. Which
One
you know
that'll
he
work
loves to
though.
do, yeah.
One that'll work though.
Hopefully.
One built by ZF.
That's what you said.
No more built boxes in training wheels. I think training wheels is allergic to built boxes. Let's find us some hose there. The hose? No, the breather hose, not SX hose.
Essex hose.
Girls with that lips.
Oh, pause. So wheels changed?
Yeah. So we had the
Last minute.
Yeah, we had the PS5s. I actually bought these tires for training wheels to enter this True Street class. They're a bit sticky on tire selection. You're not allowed to use full drag radials. But this is a Race Master Street tire, but it's as soft as a drag radial. Very good tire this. So yeah, we quickly had to mount them on a set of stock wheels to put on JLo, because obviously the PCD is different between G series and F series BMWs. So yeah, the boys are just finishing that up. Interior is almost done. Once Louis puts the camera down, he can put the rear bench in. What's wrong, bro? Don't put the camera down yet.
Shout out to Wheelworks.
Yeah, Wheelworks always coming in clutch.
Swap in.
Man. Literally swapped 8 wheels like quick. So right, then we can load JLo up and head out.
Bada bim, bada boom, just like that. We've got stock wheels with some MH tyres on.
Yeah, tyres are worth more than the wheels. A lot more.
Yeah. Let's load her up, AT.
As long as they do the job, yeah. Finally, we've finally got a car to load up. So we're on the road. Alice and Pod. Harvey left about 40 minutes ago. He's getting shots.
Good. Spit.
There's the actual videographer.
Hi guys.
You're filming the back.
Huh? This trip's been really comfortable. I've got everyone's duvets in the back that I've been laying on top of a cooler.
No one's gonna have AIDS.
They're all in plastic bags, man. Why do you say that?
And where's the keys?
I don't have keys, bro.
Why don't you have keys? It's your car.
I don't have keys.
You left them in the car.
I did not.
Daniel. Get out of my car, bro.
Bro,
Get out of my car.
where's the keys?
Start the car.
Come man, you shut your up.
Wait, you left him at a shop?
You got me. Give me the keys.
You left him at a shop?
Give me the keys. Give me the keys.
I swear to
Louis, you got it. Yeah, give the keys.
Bro, they're my shop keys, brother.
It'll work.
Ah, perfect.
There we go. Why does it feel like when you put the legs down? They're not down.
They're down, bro. They're down.
Hang on.
So like, this is the setup. Whole thing corner to corner. But yeah, this is how we're living right now. Vibes. Day one, we're down here at Sandford. Chris is here, he's saying Wagwan, Supra's here, J-Lo's over there. He had a cold night's sleep, he's a little bit angry.
I'm not angry, I'm fine. Okay, so first cold start of the morning just to get some heat through it. And magically the error's gone. So this car is now going to be called Jekyll and Hyde. I don't know what else to call it. One day it works, one day it doesn't work. So we need to get on top of this problem. I don't know what it is. So hopefully throughout the day we can just keep monitoring it. I'm going to go to sign on now. And then we'll fuel up the cars. And then hopefully do a run. After breakfast, of course.
Yeah. Eggs first.
Yeah.
Wagwan, I made it. 4 hours later, mate. Had to set up tent. Not looking good.
VP life. Oh!
Roll! That's J-Lo for you.
First one for G-Man.
That's it. He'll be coming down and he's just left. So me and Lou are taking the nice stroll down here. Get some food. Watch G-Man run a 8.5.
In your
J-Lo?
dreams.
Yeah. Anything low 10, high 9 would be brilliant on the first run, but we'll see. It is J-Lo at the end of the day. We all know what she's like when it actually matters. So yeah, we'll see before we start walking into people.
Yeah, I mean, G-Man said he he hasn't put ice in.
No,
There's no meth in there, so I think he's just testing
we
a
brought
log.
meth. We brought meth from Pod, but they don't know where it is. So once they find it, we'll have meth. But until that point, yeah, we're gonna struggle with them IATs like usual.
We have the scrapper.
Scrappy Coco!
Let's see how G-Man does. Obviously no burnout because X-Drive, so he goes around the water.
But he didn't start.
No,
Battery died.
I'm out of breath getting it off.
Yeah. That didn't go to plan.
No, G-Man forgot part of his uniform. He forgot the gloves, so he just kicked us out of parent lanes.
What's going on?
So, Supra's still not working. It works for 30 seconds, and then just out. So Here we are again, taking it apart again. So we're going to change the last final part. If that doesn't fix it, purely electrical. There's nothing else we can do. So. I don't think it's going to work anyway.
Oh, you don't think it's gonna work? So why are we doing it then?
Last thing to do. Rule everything out.
That will rule everything out. So it might not work, but it will teach us something.
So right, to your best of your knowledge, what's Tom just done?
Just retimed everything.
Why?
It wasn't working properly. On the what's it called? On the MHD, it's saying timing is not plausible. Getting there.
All right then.
Time is not plausible.
Let me just check my notes though. One second.
I'm a mechanic.
You know, he's Lou's had a nap. He's feeling fresh.
Finally come back to do some work for once.
Oh no.
Oh, that's an injector still. So we'll be changing next soon.
Yeah.
I can do
Are
that.
you just leaving Tom's 10?
Hey, you the one holding camera watching.
So that's
Culprit found.
lack of compression right there.
So yeah, seal's broken. That's why we had that hissing noise on the restart. So this is a little Teflon seal.
The rest are okay.
These things can only go in a certain amount of times. Like 2 or 3 times. 2 or 3 times, and then you need to change them. A lot of guys don't change them. We've probably had these in about 13 times over the last week, so understandable that I let go. Tom's gonna use proper tools, proper seal, replace it, and then we'll reassemble.
Yeah, I'm very confused on this.
What part are you confused?
Like how that tool works.
So the big silver one, give me the silver one. So this guy goes on first, it's tapered. Look, that hole is bigger than that hole. That's when you measure it, that's after you measure it. That goes in. This way, that sits on the injector over there. Then Tom uses this tool over here.
You put the new seal, it slides over, and again, tapered.
See, it's tapered so that it can stretch it a little bit so it can get over this piece over here.
And that's lots.
So now you push it. Now the seal will go into the groove there where it's made to live.
Push it over, and then that's where.
And then this guy, you drag him back slowly with a small twist like that.
And then
he,
it just lands
he
in
reshapes
place.
it. Yeah, he reshapes this guy so that he sits in the groove flush with the top of the groove.
And that's how you replace
so
the
you change your
injector
injector seal.
At
So
the
this is at the track. This is something you should do every time you take your injectors out. Maybe every second or third time at the worst. But don't let it go more than that, because look what happened to Harvey. Started the motor and we had a hissing noise. How many more grey hairs you seal. Got now? Fuck.
just from this one car.
You're almost as
And
much as
training
me,
wheels.
pal.
You and Harvey caused me a lot of stress this week. Yeah, training wheels, pal. That's your car.
It looks like the Vanos problem is solved. So hopefully, it's the longest it's had Vanos. No, Tom did all the work. I did all.
Tom,
What are you saying?
Marky, what's in that?
This is a races event. Weekend.
Who's going to be released after today is vodka.
Welcome and hello, and what a great turnout for the drivers' meeting. Tomorrow we've got ITV here. They're making a documentary about illegal street racing. which of course I try to have a little part to do with. And they're coming to see us, and I'm particularly going to do some interviews with them, talking about the legal side of racing. Almost £100,000 in prize money if you all turn up and if you all make the runs, and if not, I save money.
What's the performance? Tom Wrigley performance. The big bracket sponsor, Williams Brothers Racing.
It's my mate.
So good to have 760 heads up with Jeff Ball for a second season.
Qualifying run, so let's see what he does.
We got a break. That means we passed through
Like, oh, don't worry, papi. I got boom. I was like, oh, shit. And she went straight.
And the whole way as well. It looked like anyway.
Oh, I had full power right to the beams, but it's like, I know she got more in her. So maybe I'll just load a stronger tune on.
Alright, Musa.
That was fun. So we're on the scoreboard. Yeah, we finally got a running after being disqualified 3 times. It seems to be a thing with this race team. We show up and just get DQ'd all the time. So happens, I suppose. Shouldn't, but it does. So yeah, we finally got a run in, and I just played it safe. I didn't want to try anything fancy with big boost or anything, so I put like a medium tune in the car and let her eat. And JLo fell over at the beam. She just wouldn't build boost, so you'll see in the video, like, she just doesn't want to build boost. So, and I try to leave in second gear. I don't normally do that in that car when there's traction. So yeah, we'll run it again tomorrow, turn the boost up, and I'll actually leave in first gear this time, and hopefully we'll be back in the lines again with JLo.
What happened with Harv?
Again, if you got an Osprey stick on your car, you're probably going to get disqualified. I hate saying it, but it just keeps happening, and it's for the dumbest shit. So he's wearing a Hans device in his car, which basically attaches his shoulders and the front of his rib cage to his helmet so that he can't get whiplash. It locks his head position in the way, in that orientation, so that if there is an accident, his head doesn't fly forward. It uses the Hans device, presses on your rib cage basically, and stops your head from rolling forward. And literally his harness was just over the Hans device a little bit. It's not a big deal. The guy could have literally just opened the door and pulled the Hans device just so that the belt went underneath. And that kind of thing, like when you're in the zone, you get flustered as a driver. So now you're told to shut down, then start up, then reverse the car, because now in your mind you've been DQ'd. They're going to kick you out the side. Obviously the guys were pleading the case or whatever, so they said fine, fix it. It literally took them 10 seconds to fix. And then Harvey had to fire up the car. Unfortunately, when he fired it up, the Thanos problem came back. Harvey had no power. Harvey was down about 400 horsepower on that run. It is what it is. So we move forward. That's all we can do. We can cry about it. It's not going to make the time board change. We can cry about it. It's not going to make them like us anymore. We just have to learn from it and move on. So
for now?
For now we're right. Now we're braai. Nou gaan ons braai.
Okay, yeah.
That means time to cook.
Alright, go on then. Get cooking, bro.
It's your job, bro. You're the chef.
No way.
You're the part-time chef, bro.
No way. We're going to have a little braai up. I might update the vlog. I might not.
And we'll see you guys in the morning.
We'll see if G-Man burns any more chicken.
Alright, it was one piece, bro.
Sucking on some chop, 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 chop.
Who has woken up?
I've emerged from the depths of hell. I woke up this morning, I thought I lost my camera, my phone, my vape, didn't have any water. It was a rough one. It was a discombobulated one, that's what it was. Anyway, let's do some racing.
So Saturday now, we've got 2 more quali runs to do. basically the Vanos is in and out. So if we turn the car on and the Vanos is working, the motto is now just keep the car running. So it's got, on Gen 2s we've got a thing called, I think it's like super cooling mode or something like that, max cool or something. So he's activated that and the car seems to be holding at a very good temperature now. But yeah, as you can see this, if you lift your camera, there's quite a lot of cars ahead of us. So we don't know what's going to happen when he gets to the front. It's going to be too hot. The gearbox going to be warm enough. So there's a lot going on. Last night we had like a little team meeting and we think we know what this problem is. I'm not going to say anything yet until we break the engine down because it's something inside the engine that we need to sort out. But for today, we're going to try and do what we can, which is basically keep this car running until it has to do its lick.
Sweet.
And hope to God that it still keeps its Vanos.
Just letting them borrow it for the time being.
Was it your car?
Yeah.
How long you had it for?
Just a couple of years now.
I swear.
Just finished it, about to run it up.
We'll let him do time.
Who wants to catch next lane? Let me know.
So we rolled the dice, we kept the car idling from here all the way to the start line. It looks like he had Vanos in the burnout. He staged pretty clean. It didn't sound like he had a lot of boost when he left, but the car did leave good. And about the 8th mile, she just fell on her face. You could see the car like just slump a little bit forward and the tone changed. So that's the Vanos just taking 20 degrees right out of it.
What's next?
What's next?
Yeah, for Harvey.
So now let's change it up. Let's not idle that car the whole way here. Let's roll the dice again and turn the car on only over here. And if the Vanos is working, the car's ice cold, maybe we can get a lick in, maybe. It is what it is. So now, poor J-Lo, scrappy Coco. Maybe she'll do a 9. Okay. Not a good weekend for Osprey. As usual, we've been having a lot of bad luck lately, man. So, hey Tom, put the helmet on. Bye. Get it done.
So then the second run, let's see if we can 9.
So we did, I think the 10 second, what did it do? 10 flat?
Yeah, 10.
We didn't do post interval. So we did a 10-0. So I left on a little bit more boost and we also got the ethanol content up a little bit. No, we didn't get the ethanol content up. It was still on E60 something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I stayed a little bit on the line just to build a bit more boost. And she gave us a 10-0 flat. So J-Lo on these tyres, I've never raced on these tyres before. Normally I'm on street tyres and it would spin that gear. So I haven't been leaving as hard as I can. So now, this last run that I've done, she went 9.9. And I left on a bit more boost. I think like 8 or 9 PSI. I built and then I left. And yeah, car made a 9.9, but she laid over at the 1,000 foot mark. So when we say laid over, it means something happened. The car, the DME detected that something was whack and it cut all power. So basically like the car shutting down. It's nothing to worry about, it's the tuning looking after the car. So once I looked at the log, we saw that the intake temperature, it was hitting 50 degrees Celsius. Sorry for the cup. It was hitting 50 degrees Celsius. So when I left the line, I was at 32 degrees, 34 degrees. And it's a hot day, so yeah, and it was quite a lot of boost. That was about 38 pounds of boost. So boost makes heat, and we just can't get rid of the heat fast enough. J-Lo is fitted with an ice box. So on the next run, tomorrow, we're actually going to put ice in her and run it through the ice box, and that should stop the car from going into safety because it's not going to hit 50 degrees Celsius. So I'm quite amped for that. Supra is out. The Vanos is just too inconsistent. It sucks. But we understand these things happen. We know what the problem is. I think we did mention this. So we'll get this back to the shop, tear it all down, fix the problem, and actually install a set of cams. Like, it's about time we put cams in this car. I'll explain all that when that time comes. But so far, it's time now to go have a beer with our sponsors. Wasner, Pistons, Turbo Smart, Bolton, and some of the guys from Santa Pod. So see you tomorrow morning. Or at pizza time. I think we're making pizzas later.
Pizza time.
Pizza time.
The next day.
All hands on deck at the moment.
All hands on deck. So, we did the chip draw last night. I got it on live, so I recorded it so you can just add a little clip in. So unfortunately, we wanted to see, we left both these cars in the 6-cylinder, the Supra and the RS3, in the hope that they would draw each other, so that the RS3 would get kind of a bye, because the Supra is limping, it's not running right. That didn't happen. Worst case scenario, we ended up pulling Tom Wrigley. So yeah, went and had a chat with Wrigley last night and basically told him we want to see him do 7s. We don't want to play games with him at the light. So seeing as though he pulled the Supra to race up against, we're going to pull the Supra off the roster and give him a bye run. So this gives him more than enough time to focus on the G80 and get that car where it needs to be to run a 7. So as a competitor, it's not something you ever want to do, back out of a race, but if we are going to race Tom, we want to race Tom at 100%. And the same for Tom. I know he's the same. He wouldn't want to race us if he wasn't 100%. So this time Tom takes it, and we'll be cheering him on, hoping he gets a 7. Like, to see a G80 do 7 on UK soil would be epic. And then J-Lo still alive, actually qualified number 8 in the class. Unfortunately, I pulled the number 3 qualifier, which runs a 9-0 dead. So J-Lo is in for a fight today. I'm going to have to leave perfectly on maximum boost, and I'm going to have to nail every single gear shift, and she's going to have to go faster than 9.7 to even stand a chance. And if by some miracle we manage to beat a 9.0 car, we've still got other big hitters to worry about. Yeah. Lee's in the class, he ran an 8.8. I'm pretty sure he can do 8.8 on command now, so he'll be a problem. There's a lot of quick cars in this class. Last year's winner's also an 8.8 car, and he knows how to play with the lights, so that's going to be a problem. So there's not much hope for J-Lo to even finish very higher than 8 in this class, which I'm happy with. I mean, as a backup car, she's done alright. Here, ran 9s here, ran 9s in Malta.
But it was quite literally what it was going to be 240, and then it wasn't.
We decided within what, an hour, we just brought J-Lo down.
We had to bring J-Lo instead of the 240. The 240 would have stood a good chance here. That car's capable of low 9s. That we believe. So that car would have done much better. But it is what it is. Lean on J-Lo. J-Lo delivers. Let's see what happens. Maybe redemption for what happened in Malta. 13 times. Duster off. Ready for speed. That's the Audi race.
This is you, and this is the guy she told you not to worry about.
Yeah, we got a problem, man.
What does he run?
9 dead.
Maybe. Turbo Smart drip.
That's it.
Shout out.
I got my Turbo Smart drip.
I can comfortably say we will at least finish in second in this race. It's okay. What's it called? Certificate of participation. At least we get one of them.
That's what we're here for.
Get it to the collection.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh. Ow! Ow! Ow!
I'm trying to catch it.
Hey man, supposed to look professional, you dickhead.
Yeah. Mine now. I'm racing. Alright, I'm racing. Get that car. I've got about 8 cars under my belt. This one I loaned to Chris. So, whoa. This is our pre-race antics. We like to get a little bit warmed up before, get the blood flowing. You know what I mean? It's all a bit active out here. Let me just get that a little clean. Lovely stuff. You go. £10 boss. £10. Come.
I cannot see!
So get just running, not elimination. Alright, this is it. That's it.
Just waiting for Lee to finish his run. Which he's well and truly smoked that Audi. Looks like 3.2 diesel. But you can see Jello's right and ready. Racing the old RS there. Which, yeah, that's a 4-wheel drive burner right there. So it's the first time I've ever seen it on JLo going from X-Drive to real drive. So yeah, bit of a confusing one I suppose.
Yeah, that sucked. So much for X-Drive conversion. I don't know what happened. I built a lot of boost on the line. She was ready to rock. I dropped the brake and she stood dead still. I know I beat him on the time. I mean, not on the time. I know I beat him on reaction. But because the car stood dead still, it was over before it even began. So I felt the brake off, I felt the car do this, and it stood dead still. And by then, if you've given this guy even an inch, he's gone. I really knew it was over by then, so there was no point in even trying to chase him down. So it is what it is. We kind of got to go see what caused that. I don't know what caused it. JLo's never ever done that. She'll spin all 4 wheels. She will never just spin the rear, because I felt the whole back come out. So I was like, she's never done it before. But it is the first time we're on these tires. They were ice cold. I did build a lot of boost, so maybe it's my own fault.
But you live and you learn.
Just poor JLo. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride, eh? Yeah. Is what it is. Sorry girl, still single, no trophies for you. So that's Doorslammers done then. I think I mean it this time when I say I'm genuinely not going to race JLo again in a big event. I think what we're going to do now is what Louis and Tom recommended. We're going to make JLo nice and pretty, powder coat everything again, and then we'll use it as a demo car for days at Pod, where we can take some of the customers on 10-second runs. I think that'll be a nice treat for them. And we're going to focus on the race car. We're going to get the race car done. So next year's Doorslammers, we're going to actually come with something that's competitive. So yeah.
Well, so we're back. Obviously, Doorslammers wasn't the what would you say, the best outcome possible for Osprey. Supra's got a new name,
yeah,
hasn't it, Tom?
That's the only thing that's come out of Doorslammers is the Supra's finally been named, and we're naming it Stage Fright. Because every big event, it shrivels. It goes into hiding.
Yeah,
but
literally.
Unfortunately, we have improved. We went from 16 last year to a 10 this year.
10.4,
yeah.
I think.
So hopefully next year we knocked what 6 seconds off. Yeah. So hopefully we'll be in the 4s next year.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
A bit sad considering this car's ran an 8.8 before. Yeah. But hey ho, racing's racing, life's life. There's not much you can do about it.
Start taking the trims off. These guys have interrupted me halfway through.
Yeah.
So I'm going to carry on stripping, see what we find, and I guess that will be in the next video.
Yeah, we'll let Tom get back to work. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed the video, let us know. A little bit of a different style, a bit more vloggy, a bit more us just messing about.
Impromptu.
Yeah, and a tiny bit of racing in there, but yeah. Anyway, take it easy, I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace. Ciao.